Another video. Got some NBA 2K19 here, and in this video we are going to be addressing another question that I got on that original fictional roster reveal video. Thank you everybody who has checked that video out. Just this week it reached over 1K views, so I do appreciate everyone who has viewed the video. Even if you have viewed it multiple times, it is appreciated. So this question, like I said, comes from a user. Unfortunately, I'm not able to pronounce his name. Hopefully he's a subscriber. Shout out to him. His name is FAA. A link will be in the description of this video of his name as well as his channel. FAA, if we ever do work in the future, let me know how to pronounce your name so I can correctly address you in the future. So this question reads: I'm trying to make a My League where I create all 2K YouTuber My players and put them into a My League draft. Can you help me create a 2K YouTuber team? So this was a great idea. This was something that I wanted to do for 2K18, but the whole creation suite didn't have that much variety, so I could make this a reality. You know, you could have some variations, but in some way, shape, or form, you're going to have some faces that were very similar, if not identical. So when I saw this made me think back to this made me think back to last year, and I wanted to answer this question in detail because I can give him a blueprint of the way that I would do it in multiple ways that he could attack this project. So at first, originally I was a little bit confused because he said, can I help him with the 2K YouTuber team? So I didn't know if he wanted to just use the team and just do it as a team, or if he wanted to do a draft class, or if he wanted to create his own fictional roster and have the YouTube My players be the stars of that roster. I wasn't really sure, but I'm going to give him multiple ways that he can do this. So the number one way that I will go about doing this is deleting a team in the NBA and putting all those 2K YouTubers on that one team. Another way that he could do it is by importing a expansion team into your My League, and with that expansion team add all the 2K YouTubers from free agency, or put them in free agency obviously first, but then adding those players into the free agency. That's another way that this can be done, is by, like I said, adding those players from the free agency to the expansion team. Another way that you can do it is just by adding those 2K YouTubers into free agency and having them sign where they want to sign. Those are three simple ways that you can do it. A few more creative ways, again, putting those YouTubers into draft classes, and whether you put all the YouTubers into one draft class and have them be drafted throughout the NBA, I think that's a lot better way to do it, because then you'll have players going to a team where they're essentially needed versus them being put in a free agency and then being picked up by a team that might already have a player at its position, but they have the cap to sign a player, kind of a thing. But if you do it as a draft class, you can put specific players on. I mean, you could put those players into a draft class and they're going to be on a team where they're needed, as well as probably the team's going to be built around that player. This is all if you're going to use another base roster as well. I should have obviously said that, but I kind of think it was self-explanatory. So that's another way to do it, is by using draft classes. Also, with the draft classes, you can split up those draft classes depending on how many YouTubers you want in each draft class, or you could all throw them in one draft class. It really doesn't matter. Me personally, I think I'll split them up just so I don't have one stacked draft class with all these players that I created. Now, the way that you're going to go about creating these players is you're going to use something I'm going to address in the next video, and that is player DNA. This is something that Big Man, who I also answered another question for, he asked me about player DNA, so I'm going to address that in the next video. And that's the way that you're going to get the majority of your players. I mean, you can create all the players from scratch if you want to, but I just feel like the process is too long, and this is probably the easiest way to do this, in my opinion, if you're going to go about doing this. So here, when you get the player DNA, you're going to specifically type in someone that you're looking for. So Chris Move is a big YouTuber on YouTube, so we're going to type his name in. his name in here. So after that, I typed his name in wrong. I don't know how I did that, but that did happen. So we're going to type his name in here again. Sorry, was a little bit distracted. Someone walked into my room. It's all good though. So after that, you see there's multiple DNAs of Chris Smooth, player DNAs of Chris Smooth. So you're going to pick the one that you're looking for. Unfortunately, the downloads are not shown. This must be a glitch or something. So I've been going by the updates when I have been looking for a specific player. So this one's been updated once, and as you see, Chris Smooth here shows that he's a center, and doesn't look exactly like him, but he kind of resembles him. So after you have that base of a player, you go over and you notice that he has no attributes, no badges, and he's also at the wrong position. So another easy way that you can use, and to me, he kind of plays like James Harden, so we're going to use him also for the sake of this video. And also when using the player DNA, you have a few options. You can import both the appearance and the attributes. Note that if you do import an NBA player's appearance, you can only add stuff to the player, so you're not going to be able to take off his hair, his beard, all that good stuff. You can only add attributes, shoes, as well as accessories to that player. You can import just the appearance if you have the right attributes, or you can import, and which this is what we're going to do in this scenario, his attributes and keep his appearance. So as you see, he has the same appearance, but when we go over and we find him, he has the attributes in the build of James Harden now. So this is the way personally that I would utilize using the creating player suite. That way you don't have to create as many players, because I don't know who all you want to add to your personal my league, but this is the way personally that I would do it if it was me. I feel like this is the easiest way, the most efficient way, and you only have to edit the attributes and whatever else you want to edit it on the player. So and as you see, there's a bunch of people who is in the player DNA. All these players come from player DNA. So you see Justice Young, Trey Good from Kick Genius. Again, don't worry about the attributes as well as the badges and stuff. I have to go through and edit all the stuff. You have someone who resembles Kanye West. You also have people who resemble whoever you're looking for. Will Smith was in here. I saw someone who looked like J. Cole. Jackson Ellis is in here. So there's a bunch of people who kind of resemble the player, even though they don't look exactly like them, which isn't, in my opinion, that important. But you want to at least have someone who, like I said, resembles the player. So if you do see that player, it's like, oh, that is that player. He kind of looks like him, even though he doesn't look exactly like him. Some of them don't look too bad. Like this ATM isn't half bad, you know, compared to his original. I think that looks pretty decent. The Soul Illuminati also isn't that bad. I think this looks pretty decent. But again, you have to look through all the players to see what you can find and see which player is going to best suit what you're looking for. So hopefully FAA, that answered your question, and I was able to fully break it down into detail. If you have any further questions, leave them in the comment section of this video or any of my previous videos. It's up to you. Guys, thank you for listening. Make sure you comment, subscribe, share the video so more people can view the video. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. We'll be having some more content coming out fairly soon. And thank you for watching as always, guys. KC Classic 7 signing out.